Hello everyone, this is the Anti-TBONE2004 here with a video defending a certain group of individuals that are getting a lot of heat on the internet. What am I talking about? Luddites. Let's go to the Urban Dictionary to find out what the proper definition of a Luddite is. Ready? Here we go. Luddite. A person who detests or fears change of an established idea or process, or opposes change on the basis that it's different from their personal opinion. That means if there is a certain technology that a person does not like, they are classified as a Luddite. And I love what the person on Youngblood Fantasy 91's Terry said about Broug Productions being a Luddite. Another magnificent commentary, Youngblood. I think this Luddite is a pure example of an oxymoron. The Luddite bashes modern technology, but yet he uses it to spread his alleged teachings across the internet. Talk about being a hypocrite, in every essence of the word. As for the commentary itself, you were still spot on, as you were before you took your absence. Your counter-arguments are witty, spot on, and dead on correct. It's good to see a commentary that uses common sense to dismantle the establishment of failure. Yes, you have always been spot on, but the people who you commentate on really make me question their thought process. Okay, here is a thought for the user in question. Why did you say spot on 3 times? If you repeat the same term, then it's going to be annoying. So try to think a little before you write next time. I know we all have different opinions on things, but when you're so blatantly wrong, as Broug Productions is, it really makes the rhetorical question used on one episode of SpongeBob make a whole lot sense. The question is, who put you on the planet? But the question really makes me wonder, who put Broug Productions on this planet to contradict modern life? Hey, I'm not the only Luddite. I mean, there are a lot of other Luddites around, but I'm just trying to provide a voice for those that really don't want to speak their piece on this matter. If he likes the past so much, then he's not a nostalgia tard. No, not in the slightest. He is a complete nostalgia oxymoron who contradicts the facts and prefers to preach a sense of false truth. Okay, I had a problem with this sentence. This is perhaps one of the worst sentences out of the comment. First of all, this user calls Broug Productions a nostalgia oxymoron, but then ends the sentence with an oxymoron like false truth. That is a negative and a positive, therefore it is an oxymoron. Great job contradicting yourself. I don't hate old technology and new technology. What I see here is a moron who can't accept the fact that we are improving in our society, and all he wants to do is take us back to the Dark Ages. So you're gonna say that Broug Productions, with his educational video, wants to take everybody back to the Dark Ages instead of just educate them on possible alternatives in case modern technology fails on their part. Okay, take them back to the Dark Ages then. My final verdict, Broug Productions is nothing more than a hypocrite who contradicts everything he says. And I loved how you call Broug Productions a hypocrite, yet you contradicted yourself when it came to the nostalgia oxymoron, and then you said an oxymoron at the end of the sentence. Next time you make comments like this, why don't you calm down and think before you type? Otherwise, you're going to contradict yourself just like you did in this comment. So let's get this straight. You were going to complain about Broug Productions being a Luddite and a hypocrite, yet you reacted over Luddite and repeated yourself without elaborating. I think something is wrong with this comment, ladies and gentlemen. Who wants to troll this user for making a comment and didn't point out anything that was said in the educational video to prove a point? Then you got T-Bone2004's complaints about Luddites with the comments he made on Zipcast and made an illogical rant about it. Here's an example. Hey everyone, there's a Luddite who thinks he's better than me. Feel free to comment on this guy's videos. XD. So you're gonna call Broug Productions a butthole, yet you're coming off as a butthole yourself in this comment. And oh wait, it just gets worse, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this. Hey, you know what would be really nice? If you did a commentary on one of that guy's videos. That guy's a Luddite who wants people to follow his word like it's God's honest truth. No, Broug Productions didn't say you must do this or you're a moron. I laugh at his piss-poor lack of intelligence, considering he reads from Wikipedia, whereas I gather information from my own resources other than Wikipedia. Once again, you're coming off as a butthole, T-Bone, and here's why. In the words of Shadowstar1224, Wikipedia can be reliable if you learn to search for citations, Now, if you have a problem with Wikipedia, that's fine. If there are citations on the article, which is condensed so it would be easier for the person to read what it is, then why is Wikipedia a bad thing? Come on, T-Bone. Come on, commentators. Use some sense while you're alive, will ya? If he really don't care about Luddites, then why did he make a video about them? I think T-Bone is jealous of Broug Productions and his opinions, which are very subjective. So here's a question to the commentary community and the fans of commentaries. Why is it bad to be a Luddite? Would you rather have everyone crowd the stores to buy the latest iPad and you having to wait until next week? Also, are you commentators aware that this economy is not doing good? Don't even refer to Wall Street. Actually read your local newspaper for the latest information on jobs. The economy is not doing well, folks. Before you commentators get your blood pressure taken, let me explain something. First of all, computers are not new technology. They are considered ancient. How? Because the first computer was an ENIAC. Originally announced on February 14, 1946, the Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer, ENIAC, was the first general-purpose electronic computer, hailed by the New York Times as an amazing machine which applies electronic speeds for the first time to mathematical tasks hitherto too difficult and cumbersome for solution. The ENIAC was a revolutionary piece of machinery in its day. It was considered and operated here at the Moore School of Electrical Engineering, now part of the School of Engineering and Applied Science. It was a computer that calculated numbers and it changed the way technology operated at the time. So the computer is technically considered old technology. It's an evolution of technology. So how can I contradict myself being a Luddite when I'm using old technology to make my point? You commentators need to be more articulate when making videos on Luddites. Aside from a computer, I have old technology like a manual meat grinder. These things come in handy when you have lean meat scraps and don't know what to make with them. If you have a manual meat grinder, presto! You have a freshly made hamburger patty to cook with. Also, manual meat grinders help make animal fats easier to render and make yourself a jar of beef tallow or lard during the day. Best $10 I ever spent. Cleanup is a breeze as well. Another example of old technology, a stationery. These things are super cheap and are a great way for people to be creative. Many good animators have used a pencil and paper to create an art form, which either became a gem of a cartoon like Courage the Cowardly Dog and Ed, Edd n Eddy, or the most obvious cartoons like Mickey Mouse and Looney Tunes. Even though the majority of cartoons are now computer animated, the original concepts of a cartoon character is always created on paper, then archived. How do I get directions when I'm going somewhere? I either write down what the people tell me in person, or landline on a notepad. That way, when I'm close to a location, I know where to go. It's not 100% accurate, but a lot more accurate than what a global position satellite on a cell phone or on a dashboard will tell you. Take that, GPS fanboys! When I decide to make content on the internet, I always write down my brainstorm ideas on a piece of paper, then outline so I can organize my content in order to get the audience interested in the video. Finally, I use a manual juicer to make my own juice. Despite the fact that I spent $30 on a juicer, guess what? It will work, regardless if the grade goes down or not. Orange juice is not only expensive at the grocery stores, but the sugars from orange juice are not very natural. Also, for anyone wanting to juice, you can make your own green juice, fruit juices, and even juice roots like ginger. Also, cleanup is a breeze compared to the electric juicers. For the modern technologists that haven't clicked over to another video, kudos to you. To the commentators that listen to my points, hopefully you get a better understanding of what a Luddite is really about. It's impossible to be 100% Luddite because even your basic sweatshop job requires modern technology. Isn't it also impossible to be 100% for modern technology? And that is where the contradiction card can be pulled. So for the person that went on a tirade about Luddites, understand that your comment is inexcusable as well. No one is perfect. Bottom line, call me a Luddite. It's good to be a Luddite. Technology is subjective, and we shouldn't have to conform to liking cell phones, GPS, vehicles, and electronic tablets. And I'll gladly say this again. Being a Luddite is a good thing. Commentators, get off your high horse and move on because us Luddites are here to stay. Thank you, and good day.